Accused Gilgo Beach killer nicknamed Peter from Family Guy by coworkers. Source. Former FBI profiler Jim Clemente called Rex Heuermann a sexual sadist who could feign kindness. Exclusive. Suspected Gilgo Beach serial killer Rex Heuermann was nicknamed Peter after the dysfunctional, bumbling father in the sitcom Family Guy, Fox News Digital has learned. An architect who worked with Heuermann, 59, for nearly 2 decades described him as really friendly and really nice, and was stunned by the allegations his unassuming coworker had slaughtered 4 sex workers for sport. We called him Peter the Family Guy mostly because of the way he looked. He was goofy, the New York City architect said of Heuermann's toupee-like hairstyle and plodding gait. The Massapequa married father of 2 is a hulking 6 feet 4 and 240 pounds. Heuermann's surprise arrest Thursday for a string of Long Island murders which had baffled investigators for more than 10 years exploded on social media and in news reports all over the country. I'm, in shock, the architect said. I can't believe this. The former colleague, who asked Fox News Digital to withhold his name, said he heard the news when an architect pal in Atlanta sent him a text with a link to the story and asked jokingly if he knew him. And I'm like, what the F? I do know him, he responded. When I saw this whole thing unfold, I was in shock. How was this even possible? It's crazy. His contact is literally in my phone. The colleague first met Heuermann at the firm Mojo Stumer around 2003, when he was a junior architect and Heuermann was a consultant. He was always pretty patient with me, he recalled. He taught me how to navigate through the city's building code. Heuermann, who had his own firm RH Consultants and Associates, was meticulous and known as an expert at navigating New York City's complex zoning and building code rules, the colleague added. He was also a very hard worker who kept late hours. When the junior architect left Mojo Stumer, he hired Heuermann as a consultant and expeditor on some of his residential projects. They would spend hours in Heuermann's Midtown office, which was extremely neat and organized. There was nothing weird, he added. Heuermann tried to recruit the young architect to his firm around 2009. While waiting for Heuermann at his office, the potential employee chatted with his staffers to see if the firm was a good fit. A woman told him that Heuermann was incredibly generous and took care of his people and really cared about them, he recalled. The New Yorker decided not to take the job but stayed in touch with Heuermann over the years and continued hiring him for projects from time. They also occasionally grabbed dinner together. After the arrest, the colleague saw images online of Heuermann's dilapidated house with what appear to be 2x4s holding up the roof. I did a double take. It's kind of funny because he's an architect but also disturbing, the former coworker said.